to be even older than that, right? Good. And I'll kind of explain some of that to you guys today. Into their 20s, even 30 years old are some of the oldest sea lions that we have here in human care. Now, today, there we go, perfect. We're going to talk a little bit more about what Romulo is and what he isn't. Come on in, everybody, find your spot, and nice and quiet, all right? Awesome, perfect. Oh, I know he has curly hair, doesn't he? Yeah, did you see that? Good. He's very smart, he's very observant. Down. Good boy. So Romulo here, I mentioned to you guys what kind of animal he is. Good. He is a sea lion, and he has a very lion-like sound. Can you tell them? Good. Very nice job. That's a South American sea lion sound. And one thing that he is not is a seal. No, definitely not. Good. Did you guys know that? Definitely don't want to call him a seal. So our sea lions have a few things that seals don't. When we look at animals out in the wild, scientists will put them into groups and categories and organize them based on different things that they observe about them. So early on in the way that we were categorizing animals, the only way that we really had to do that was how they looked, right? Target. So Romulo, good. Or maybe how they sounded. Good. That might be how he got his name. What do you think? The lions? Yeah? Good. Absolutely. But what they found was they looked at all of these animals and they had these big floppy front flippers. You guys see this big front flipper right here? And they noticed, good, originally that some of these animals had this big paddle-like surface, and some of them had just a little tiny kind of like your arm. Not good for swimming, right? If you were stuck like this and you were trying to swim, you're not going to swim with that. That would be a seal. Seals have little tiny forearms. Sea lions have these big floppy front flippers. Romulo absolutely uses this to swim. Good. We don't have a pool out here, but Rami's been practicing a demo to show you just how fast he can go. Ready? Show him your swim. Really big, really good. Very good job. Good. Swim. Good boy. So they use those big, strong front flippers to propel themselves through the water. Good. Nice job. I know they're so impressed by you. Yeah. Good boy. Okay. So sea lions have big, floppy front flippers. Something that was different from this other category of animals they called seals. They started looking closer at them. And they noticed something else that this particular group of animal has that the other ones didn't, that was different. You guys in the very front, what do you guys see on the side of his head? Do you guys see that little tiny thing sticking out? Yeah. What do you think that is? Whiskers. His ears. They are so smart. Good. Bench. I'm going to get Rami up here on the bench. He's going to give you guys a nice big round of applause. You're exactly right. Those are his ears. Now, seals did not have those, but sea lions do. So they're very, very smart. Very good. Good. Sea lions have those little tiny external ear flaps. In fact, early on they started calling these guys the eared seals because they have the ears. Good. And the seals, they didn't see anything. There was no, it looked like there was no ear there. Good. Now this is kind of a trick question. Do you guys think that the seals actually have ears? Or did it, what do you think? They do, yeah, it's just all internal. So it was a really different kind of ear. Just like their flipper, they all have the flippers, but they're very different looking. Show me your flipper, there we go. Good, so they saw, well, their front flippers look different, seals versus these other animals we thought were seals, but maybe they're not, right? Good. And then they've got an external ear flap, which is also a little bit different. And then there was one last difference, and this one's actually my favorite about the sea lions. Back up, because it's one of the things that allows sea lions to be able to come out, walk through our office hallways. Good. The way that Romulo did, he can move really well on land because he has a rotating hip bone. Check this out. When Rami wants to shake it, he can shake it. Yeah. Good boy. High five. Nice job, because he's got that rotating hip bone. See how he tucks the back flippers underneath? Good. Yeah, showing you his booty. There we go. Good boy. Yeah, he's got a hip bone that he can use. Tuck those flippers right underneath them. They're one of the only marine mammals that has that. Nice job. There we go. go. Good. So he can move pretty quick. On land, close to 15 miles an hour. However, here at Coral World, Rami, do you ever have to move that fast? No. South American sea lions are pretty lazy, actually. So here they tend to not ever go that fast. Good, unless they have to. We keep the sharks in the other pool. No sharks in with the sea lions here. Good. So we tend to see him moving a little slower. But if he wanted to, for some reason, I don't know what that would be, he could get up and move really fast. A seal, because they don't have a rotating hip bone, they're kind of stuck on their belly like this. And they have to scoot around and roll sometimes. Huh? Can you show him a little seal scoot? Like this. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's the seal scoot. Good boy. Nice job. So those are kind of the three differences that they saw when they looked at them. Now, as science has progressed, we've also can look at other things. We can look at their genetic lines as well, and we can also use those to help categorize animals. So we have lots of new technologies to do this, but the bottom line is there's all different kinds of animals, and the variety is really cool. It's really fun for you guys to be able to learn about them. They're also a really important part of the environment. Every different animal, because of their different structures, they play a different role in keeping our oceans and our earth really healthy. Right now, our oceans are actually not a super safe place to live for some of these animals. Good. Can anybody think of a reason why, what might be dangerous about what's happening in the oceans for somebody like Romulo right now? What do you think? Pollution, yeah. Pollution like maybe oil spills or people who aren't disposing of their oils or their chemicals properly. Those things can get spilled. They can go into the oceans. Do they hurt your eyes? No, they don't? Maybe your eyes can't see it. It was a yes. Yeah, there we go. It was a yes. There we go. Good boy. But yeah, pollution in the water, that's definitely one of them. Runoff from humans as well, if our sewer systems aren't working correctly. There's a lot of things that we do that affect the oceans. Anybody think of another one? Maybe when you go grocery shopping, you get some of these? Plastic bags. Yeah, those are really dangerous because Rami's got these big flippers. Good, they're good for swimming, they're not good for much else. So if he gets anything around his head or his neck, it's really hard to get, you can't get it off. Good, and that can be really, really dangerous. Also, watch this, watch how much he can eat. He can eat a lot. That actually wasn't even a very good handful. Let's do another one. They just swallow things, just like that. Look at that, open, show him it's gone. Good boy. Yeah, so then plastic bottles, plastic bags, they might think it's a squid and accidentally eat it. Uh-oh, today. You don't really like those, do you? No. Good. This Rami's Jello. Awesome. All right. So anyways, thank you guys very much for coming to Coral World. Definitely keep in mind some of those things because no matter what it is that you guys do or where you live, you can have an effect on the ocean. So remember to pay attention to kind of the products you're using. Do you really need those plastic bags? Are you bringing your batteries to make sure that they're being recycled or thrown away in the correct places? There's lots of little things you can do, and every little bit helps. And every little bit that we ignore and we don't do, then that can hurt a little bit. So definitely doing your part. Good, to make sure we have seals and sea lions around for a long time to enjoy. Good boy. All right, guys. We'll give him one more big round of applause. He did a really good job. Good. I wanted to go ahead and give them all a nice big wave goodbye. Good boy. Good boy. All right, he's going to go ahead and head out with Emma. I can answer a few questions before I go.